Hi guys, welcome to the Drunken Portuguese. Today, in my kitchen, we're going to make something totally different than what we usually make. Today, I'm making turkey meatballs, but these are turkey meatballs for my dog. What happened is like children and everything else, um, children and pets and people and adults. Every now and then, the digestive system goes off the chart. So I kind of need to reset. As you know, I have 5 dogs, and one of them now has diarrhea. The big D, okay? That dog will not, and they say that pumpkin's good and plain rice is good and other things. Potato, boiled chicken, bland chicken, turkey, stuff like that. It's good for them. Oh, my dog, most of my dogs won't eat pumpkin. They don't like it. And they won't eat rice. They don't like it. I tried mixing it in with their dog food. They won't eat it. They won't touch it. And if they don't feel good, they're not going to be sitting at a bowl eating dog food anyway. So I've done this before, and this is not an alternative to go to a vet. If your dog is sick or puppy is sick and he or she's got diarrhea, cats, whatever, please, by all means, take it to a vet. If it's bad, if it's over a couple of days, get it to a vet. If it's bloody, get it to a vet. If you're uncomfortable with it, get them to your vet. A vet, they can test it, they can do all kinds of stuff. They have medicines and stuff like that. But this is just a small case where I just want to reset. We're going to do the reset of the digestive system and see how that goes. What you want to do is you want to at least 12 hours of no food. Okay, make sure they've got clean water to drink. No food, no treats, no food, nothing. Okay, this will get the system to reset and get ready for what we're gonna start giving them slowly. Okay, so we're gonna make these turkey meatballs for dogs or cats. I guess the cats would eat it. Why not? It's good. It actually smells pretty good when you bake it. But anyway, so what I did is I baked the potato in the microwave. Okay, good sized potato, medium size. Baked it, took it out, let it cool, took the peel off it, put it in the bowl, mashed it. Okay, I took an egg, cracked it into the bowl, whisked it up, made like a scrambled egg, plain, like no salt, no cheeses, nothing, just a plain egg. Beat it, put it in there, like about a minute. Took it out, let it cool a little bit, put that in there, mashed them all together. So right now I've got scrambled egg in there and a baked potato. No seasoning, no nothing, just potato and egg. Okay, I actually have a pound of ground turkey. Now ground turkey, it's wet, man. It is really, really wet. And the only way you're going to get this into a meatball is you have to add binders. Don't add any moisture. This pumpkin is going to make it even worse. The only way you can counter that is with breadcrumbs or breadcrumbs, or just full bread that I actually toasted it to dry it out even more. And I'm going to break up in there and mix this up. And we're just going to have to keep fooling with it until we get it to the consistency that we want it. And I've got, hang on a second. I've got my rice that I already pre-cooked. This is a cup of rice dry. 1 cup of rice dry with a cup and a half of water, cook it about 20 minutes, let it cool down a little bit. This is gonna like soak up some of the moisture. Rice, that's why it's good for the dogs. They just got like an overabundance of moisture. So anyway, I'm gonna put about half of this in here right now. Okay, so we'll see what it all looks like as we get going. Okay, so I got about whatever the serving. It's supposed to be 4 servings. A cup of rice makes 4 servings. I guess the serving is about, looks like a cup. So there's about 2 cups of rice in there. Okay, the turkey, like I said, it is wet. There's like just nature of the beast. Okay. So anyway, I've been talking without my microphone on, but now I have my microphone on. Okay. So as I stated, we did 1 scrambled egg, 1 large baked potato. Took the skin off it, mashed it in the bottom of the pan. 2 cups of cooked rice, white rice, just plain old white rice. Don't get fancy. Don't put anything in the water. No salt, none of that. Okay. And like I was saying, we have to watch the amount of moisture that we put in here. We're not going to add any milks. We're not going to add any of that. Like I said, it's bad enough that I have to add the pumpkin. There's a lot of moisture in the pumpkin. And hopefully we can break it down as we get going. So let me just mix this up a little bit. And we're making dog meatballs, cat meatballs, dog meatballs, animal meatballs to try to combat digestive problems such as diarrhea. It's not really going to do much of anything else except try to bind up, get rid of some of that nastiness that's in their intestines and kind of get them on the track to being healthy again. But I'll tell you what, you start throwing these at them, they're going to like munch them up. Like I said, my dogs will not eat rice and they will not eat pumpkin. I don't care what you do. Okay. So like I said, I took some of these old hamburger buns that were pretty dry to begin with and I toasted them. And I'm going to just break this up, put that in there. This should help a lot with it. So I'm going to do that. Yeah, the turkey's like super moist. If you were going to use beef, you could probably use beef, but it's got too much fat in it, and that's what we're trying to break down and get rid of a lot of that fat that's in the poor puppies or dogs or whatever. It's one of my chihuahuas that doesn't feel good. And I go through this because, like I said, they'll line up for these. And I give it to all of them just to help them all out because it's been pretty good. I got my big dog, my Doberman, had it really bad. And I made up a batch of these, but I made beef ones and they gobbled them up. Everybody ate them and she cleared up like next day she was starting to look a little bit better. So, you do what you got to do, I guess. So I'm going to break all of this up. Okay, you don't have to stand away. Do this. So we're going to break the bread up and incorporate this into this very, very wet turkey mixture. Okay, so come on back and let me get this mixed up and we'll go over what we did to make it so we can roll the balls. Okay, so come on back. Okay, we're back. Okay, so I've got this. It's starting to bind up a little bit. So it's not as loose, but we haven't added any of the moisture content here. Okay, so I actually put another cup of the rice in, so there's about 3 cups of rice in there. Whatever it made, that cup of rice, I used 2/3 of it. Okay, so we got to put an egg in there because something's got to hold this together. Or we're not going to have balls, meatballs when we roll it. And like I said, don't think that this is a miracle thing that's going to work for every single pooch. But you know what? It's worth a try because I don't like it when my doggies are sick. And like I said, it's worked for me. But by all means, do not think that you don't have to take your dog to the vet or cat or animal. And I like the turkey because it's lean. And I'm trying to do the best I can keeping like the moisture crap out of this. So when I bake them, I'll probably over bake them a little bit because they're not going on top of spaghetti. All right. Okay, here comes the. Come on. Ugh. Pumpkin. Do not use pumpkin pie filling. Pumpkin pie filling has all the seasonings in it that go for pumpkin pie, like the clove and all that, nutmeg, whatever. I don't know what they put in there. But anyway, this is just grade A pumpkin, plain old pumpkin. Okay, like I said, my dogs won't eat this. You know, if you wanna, if you think you can eat it, take a bite. No. All right. Let me see what this is gonna do to it. Like I said, this is more moisture. But you want the pumpkin. The pumpkin's the saving grace of this. Like the pumpkin and the rice, and that's the part that's gonna help the little dog's intestines get back on track. It looks pretty pumpkin-y. And what you can do is, like, this is gonna make a lot of meatballs. You can put them in a container and mock them. Make sure you mock them. Don't put like meatballs. Somebody be like, oh, meatballs, I like to frost them. There goes all your doggy meatballs. Anyway, make sure you write like dogs only, animal only meatballs. So I'm going to use that whole can. Heck with it. Okay. So that's that. That's in there. I can already tell that it's going to be loose. I'm going to add some panko breadcrumb. There wasn't that much in the bag, so whoops. Oh, again, this is just, it's going to dry it out, and anything that's going to dry it out, once the animal eats it, it's going to help getting all that moisture out of there. But you got to remember that they're going to dehydrate with diarrhea, just like your kids. So make sure they got plenty of fresh water. And if you have to, lead them to the water. So here you go, baby. You got to drink. All right. Just wet my hands a little bit. I want to see if this is gonna. Almost. Still with me? I get a little breadcrumbs. I'm just going to add another, maybe a half a cup, quarter cup. Oh. Yeah, I think this should be fine after this. Okay. Where are we going? Go 375. Preheat the oven. So I'm probably gonna have to make about 4 batches of meatballs. Okay, that's a lot better. The breadcrumbs really help to get it bound up. I can tell just by mixing it. Like, gonna be good. Okay. I made a lot. This is my big pan. Look at that. Ooh. Okay. I'm gonna let that preheat. I'm gonna put this in the refrigerator. That'll help it make it a little easier to roll the balls. So come on back and we'll roll the balls and get them in the oven. Okay. So come on back. Take care of those dogs, pets, animals. Okay. Alrighty. Ready? Get that out of the fridge. And in about, I don't know, half hour. Get it cold. That's a lot. All right, a couple of baking sheets, tin foil, and I just give it a light spray with some avocado oil, just so they don't stick. Because there's no fat in there, so they're just gonna adhere. Okay. All right. So I wet my hands a little bit. Take a dollop. Go smaller than that. You're rolling up pretty good. So you don't want to make too big of a meatball. Like I said, if they're too big, you just break them in half and they'll eat them. So 375. No, not too big maybe a tablespoon of meat. Little meatballs. And if it starts getting hard to roll again, you can put it back in the fridge for a little while, or just wet your hands. Again. Okay, so we're gonna roll up a whole bunch of meatballs like that. And see how big they are? This is like ideal right here. Yeah. Like one of those 25-cent bubblegum balls. They're already lining up, the dogs. Okay, so I got a lot of rolling to do, and I can sit here and gab with you. So I'll be back. Get them in the oven, 375. I'm figuring maybe a half hour. Maybe I'll check. I'll start checking them like 20 minutes at 375 because they're small and it's hot, the oven. So okay, so come on back and we'll finish it up. Okay, come on back. Okay, way back. Just took them out of the oven. So I put them in 375 for about 27 minutes. You go 25, half hour. They're nice. No, they're not bad. Like they got the rice and everything in them. They're good. They're bland, but they're supposed to be. Come here, girls. Want a meatball? Come on. Come on, Chloe. A meatball? Okay, come on. Come here. Lacey, come. Now, as you can see, they like these, okay? Half for you. Half for you. Half for you. That's my sick girl. They're hot. Anyway, that's it. As you can see, they like them. If I put a bowl with pumpkin and rice, and they're not touching it. Okay, so this made 40. I have another 40 in the oven. So you're looking at probably 80 at the least. 80 meatballs. So, a lot of meatballs. Dogs only, animals only. I keep saying dogs because that's what I have, but you can break them up, give them the kitty cats or whatever, help their bellies out. And like I said, I ate one, they're fine. They're just hamburger and egg and, breadcrumbs and potato. They're good. All right. So that's it. That's all you have to do. Take them, put them in a plastic container, mark them. Animals only, meatballs, not for human consumption. You can eat them, but save them for the animals because they're a lot of work. Okay? And the next time your dog has digestion problems like diarrhea and loose stool and stuff like that, just give them these every now and then. Just give them a couple and keep an eye on them. If it doesn't clear up, like I said, this isn't a deterrent for going to the vet. But it's worked with my dogs before, so it is what it is. Don't be sending me comments and stuff saying, you're not a vet, you know what I'm talking about. All I'm saying is it worked for me, and if you go and you look and you Google and you do whatever you got to do and research it, you'll see that pumpkin, rice, turkey, everything that's in there is what they recommend for the dog for that problem. But this way they'll eat it. The other way, not so much. Okay? So that's it for today. I love you. Drunken Portuguese for dogs. Okay? All right. That's it. That's all there is. And then you can freeze them, mark it, freeze them, put them in the fridge. Every now and then, a while, break them, give them to the dogs. They'll eat them up. Okay, love ya. Bye.